Yeah, hi and welcome to YouTube or wherever you imagine being. I hope you feel well. We had a quite deep earthquake in Poland 15 hours ago. We have activity close to a volcano in Germany. They happened all about the same time, those quakes here. Let's see if we can see something special. I guess there's nothing. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, there is. But this is just my humble opinion. If you look closer, this is somehow another green than we have here or on other places. This is more brownish in color or something. Seems to be a valley. I don't know. Maybe there is something. But here we have the volcano. Very old. Let's see. Probably extinct. And we had also a deep quake here in the area. 26 kilometers. Let's go over to La Palma. This is what I want to talk about. A few words about La Palma. Stuff is going on there. Yellow quakes. 35 kilometers. 35 kilometers. 30 kilometers. Yeah, and then we have just the rest of the quakes here. So, if we zoom out a bit, I read somewhere, I didn't find it anymore anywhere, but I read it. It might not be true, but it could be true. It could be really well true. The thing is that someone said that the whole island, La Palma, or probably all the Canary Islands, I don't know. Actually, there's another deep quake. 7 hours ago, 27. Anyway, that those islands are rising upwards from the sea floor. So, if you look just at La Palma, here's approximately the island, and here's its where it's rising from the ground, from the sea floor. And like if you just watch at some funny few little features, these ones. Just for example, these might be volcanoes in the future. So I want to show you again this one. L S V P, large low shear velocity provinces. So that's from Wikipedia. There it's unstoppable, it just turns. So I took a screen video that I can play with it. Now, it's a bit hard to see, but somewhere here goes the African plate. Somewhat. Doesn't look like Africa. Doesn't look like Mama Africa. But it doesn't matter too much. I want you to understand that on top of that thing, now you see it from the other side, on this side. On top of that plume are the Canary Islands. All of them. So as we turn this globe around, I want you to notice that structure as it turns around. You might have noticed that this is one large superstructure of lava. It's the biggest on Earth, or in Earth, or however you want to put it. What we know about the largest reservoir of lava on the whole planet. The Canary Islands are situated on top of this one. So, which means there isn't a shortage of lava anywhere soon. Anytime soon. Because there's like more than enough lava to create a new continent, if you get what I mean. Let's go back to the volcano observatory, or whatever it was, this page, this other one. I will put a link below to the LLSVP, you can check it by yourself. Don't believe me, do your own research. I just show you stuff and you can make your own mind. If I once tell some really total bullshit, tell me, because I'm eager to learn new things. And that's the thing about like learning new things. First step is that you have to admit being wrong. Second step is you have to get in peace with that you have been wrong, but you are on the brink of, or on the step of a new realm of new knowledge. You will watch the earth and everything in different perspective by learning new things. But you have to admit first being wrong, and this is the hardest step for almost everyone. That's why the world is populated with idiots. They're just too proud to admit being wrong. But let's leave it here. La Palma volcano eruption update. Eruption continues with vigorous lava fontaining and voluminous lava flows. The eruption continues at impressive intensity. The lava output rate remains very high, and volcanic tremor is stable at high levels. The new normal. The new lava flow from the separated vents just below the northwestern base of the eruption cone slowly make their way through so far untouched land north of the existing flow field, destroying additional buildings and other infrastructure so far spared. The flow forms an impressive channel of approximately 50 meters width, and there is no explosive activity at its vent. At the cone itself, approx 8 vents in total are active, producing several lava flows, some of which seem to go directly into lava tubes. Others overlapping older flows or feeding more or less stable lava channels. Some of the lava still finds its way to sea entry, which is growing slowly. The upper vents produce tall pulsating lava fountains with moderate ash plumes. When observed yesterday evening, the lower vent on the northwest flank of the cone, which had been a site of near constant low liquid fountain, gradually ceased to produce fountains. But it seems that the energy then went to the northwestern summit vent, which started an impressive show of violent near vertical fountaining reaching 300 to 500 meters in height. Yeah, I won't show pictures of that because I guess you know them. You have seen them. A total of approximately 50 million cubic meters of lava have been emplaced so far, but much more than originally estimated the eruption would be able to produce. Let's read that again. A total of approximately 50 million cubic meters of lava have been emplaced so far, much more than originally estimated the eruption would be able to produce. This likely has to do with the continued earthquake activity that could suggest magma supply from a deeper source. What? Yeah. The deeper source. Let's continue with reading because there's something interesting, even more interesting than this one. So, I don't know who was estimating whatever, but it seems that they were wrong. Earthquake activity continues. The quake activity is quite intense. During the past 48 hours, the Monitoring Institute recorded 22 quakes of magnitudes 3 to 3.6. Most of them failed, and 45 quakes between magnitudes from 2 to 0.2 to 0.9. There are many more smaller quakes, but due to the strong tremor signal of the eruption acting as high background noise, they cannot be detected in the data. The earthquakes are currently located mostly at 10 to 15 kilometers depth beneath the southern part of the island, in a similar region as the earthquakes in the beginning of the seismic swarm that preceded the eruption. This is the area between the upper mantle and crust of the island, where magma from the deeper source intrudes into the volcanic edifice. There is no clear trend visible in the location of the quakes. They seem to remain stationary in this area, which might be explained that the new intrusions that likely occur there are able to use the existing pathways of magma through the island edifice. If there is a continuous supply from the mantle source, the eruption could last for much longer than expected. If there is a continuous supply from the mantle source, the eruption could last for much longer than expected. So, how long did they expect it would last? Why is nobody talking about the LSVPs underneath those islands? Who are those people who are estimating these kind of things? And on what kind of database they are estimating these kind of things? Just asking, I don't know. Earthquake activity near volcanoes here. And if you watch, we had one here yesterday already. Yeah, but doesn't matter. Because if you watch at this mid-Atlantic ridge or whatever it's called, there is like energy flowing. And you don't have to be a scientist to see these kinds of lines which go here. So, even though you can't see anything of those here anymore, but they are continuing. Let's hop over to Google Earth. There's too much stuff on that map. Google Earth. So, if you watch at features in the landscapes, we have the ridge. There's probably another one, smaller one, and then we have those perpendicular lines, which magically seem to just continue. Not in straight lines, not very well visible, probably for some. Let's go a bit more far out. Let's start here. Canary Islands, Morocco, Libya, Algeria, Italy. And if you take like lower one, it will go there through that and probably go there. And if you take one here, it will go into Spain, which is a huge mess. And there's like lines going here. They are probably not like officially known as any connections between anything, but somehow I would say it's undeniable that there is like stuff, connected. Our sea pinch in Europe, which goes in there and then it goes up there, and all these kind of things. And I said earlier already, like we had those quakes here in this region. Here it's really deep, and here it's really high, and we have volcanoes, which is not a coincidence. And then the fault line continues here, and the energy from those big quakes here, we go all the way to all directions, up here to the north, all the way, and it will spread the energy to both sides according to those lines. We have La Palma, almost at the same height, Vesuvio, and all those other Italian volcanoes. If you go more north, we have this little island here called Iceland with 1,000,000,000 volcanoes and all this kind of stuff. So, LLSVPs. This doesn't work now. Yeah. I wanted to show you one thing. This is the LLSVP PALMA here erupting. Okay. Somewhere here is Africa, and we have this one. Let's go over to volcano discovery and discover some volcanoes. What do we find? Volcano and earthquakes. That's the Iron Mountain. And if you go to check out the landscape here, you'll probably find many places which could be really, really, really well volcanic still. What happened here 6 hours ago? 18 hours ago? 6? Yeah. So this will go up and over into Europe. Heraklion. This is the trench I made videos many months ago already. Heraklion. Obviously it started here, and it's here, and here's still nothing going on, but it might change. Yeah, this one I want to see. 59. Okay. Yeah. Africa. Vulcanos. LLSVP. So if stuff is going on here and if stuff is going on up here, it is the same LLSVP, same body of magma, providing lava for the whole Africa continent and also Spanish islands. And I would say this could already have some influence on the lava. Mayotte volcano, deep earthquakes beside there too, 4 hours ago. They're not that deep, but what, 30 kilometers? 43. That's a decent depth for some. Quakes. Yeah, this has been erupting recently. It's not on the list for some reason. Yeah, but anyway. LLSVPs. Now I suggest to all the people on La Palma, get out of there now. Really. Because now it's still possible to leave without hurry. Yeah, I leave it here. Thanks. Bye.